I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everybody. Roll call, please, Jill.
Commissioner Bozak.
Here.
Commissioner Ensland.
Here.
Commissioner McGraw.
Here.
Commissioner McCart.
Here.
Commissioner Tupman. Here. Commissioner Redmond.
Approval of minutes from September 11th, 2024.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Tupman. Yes. Commissioner Ensland.
Yes.
Commissioner McCart.
Yes, sorry.
Commissioner McGraw.
Yes.
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. I'm trying to write and talk at the same time, sorry.
Well,
And read.
McGraw and McCarg sounds,
I know.
I have to like process it in my brain, like, yes, that was me.
All right, any reports from the commissioners?
No, thank you.
Nothing. Clerk treasurer's not here. Anything from Clay?
Ma'am.
Anything from Shem?
It's on the agenda, thank you.
All right, anything from Tina?
Just the agenda items below and just know that we have reached out to Dublin School Board with respect to their appointment to this board, and so they're aware and we're just waiting for an update from them.
All right. Any correspondence? Nope. All right, old business, Marquette Greenway, Phase 1A, construction inspection budget modification approval. This, I believe you all received an email. This has to do with the extension of time. I can't remember what the date, how many days, 16-day extension of time. So we just needed to modify our contract to include that. Did anybody have any questions about it or any more comment on it?
I believe I received it. Did I receive it? I've been out of the loop, sorry. Okay.
I think there's a copy in the packet.
Yeah. There is.
Um,
It is this top one.
That one.
Yes, it's this top one here, Jack. It just has to do with having to go over the 16 days because of the wet weather that we had. And this is again, the grant pays for 80% of the extension, is that correct, Tina?
Correct. So this is for construction inspection, which is the Avon March contract. The NDOT requires that the construction inspection be present on site while the construction firm is still doing work. So this contract amendment covers that time period. And again, 80% of the funds will be covered by NERC, and the town will be responsible for 20%. If I, going off the top of my head, I believe that's around $7,900.
That sounds right. Right, does anybody have any other questions, comment?
Do you need a motion?
Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize Roseanne and Brad to sign the contract for the extension.
You second that. Okay, any further discussion? Roll call, please, Jill?
Commissioner Ensland.
Yes.
Commissioner Tupman.
Yes.
Commissioner McGraw.
Yes.
Commissioner McCart.
Yes.
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. All right, phase 1A, the trail Bolliard quote approval. We did get this emailed to us from Brandon. It's also here in front of you. This is for at the end of Stanley Street to keep the cars from parking in the back there and from anyone being able to drive through. We talked about it in the last meeting and Brandon got this quote here for us, and the street department would be able to do the installation for us. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns about this?
Just in case somebody missed that, is not the Doolins, somebody else will have a key to these, get to this.
Yeah,
The
the McCauley.
McCauley's, that's it, yeah. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second,
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Jill.
Commissioner Ensland,
yeah,
Commissioner McGraw,
yes,
Commissioner McHarg,
Yes,
Commissioner Tubman. Yes. Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. All right. Phase 1B, Norfolk Southern Project Billing Form Approval. You also have that in front of you, and this needs approval for Nicole's signature. I was doing really good on my details. Tina, can you?
So for the phase 1B project that is under design engineering, this is the portion of the project that requires coordination with Norfolk Southern. Norfolk Southern utilizes a third party called AECom, which is a large engineering firm to review all public projects. So this form initiates our project in Avon Marsh and Matt Kaiser's here. It enables them to begin the formal process of interacting with Norfolk Southern through AECom. So this is why it's on the agenda tonight.
Thank you. I couldn't remember what the AECom. So yeah, we need approval for, to authorize Nicole to sign this so that we can begin that discussion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
second,
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Jill.
Commissioner Tubman. Yes. Commissioner McGraw,
yes,
Commissioner McHarg,
Yes,
Commissioner Ensland,
yes,
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. All right. Phase 2, street department reimbursement for fence repair. We've talked about this, I believe, at our last meeting. This is when the tree fell and damaged the fence, and the street department fixed it for us, and we want to pay the street department employees out of the RDC budget for that. So we're looking for approval to reimburse the street department for their materials and pay for their time.
make a motion that we accept this bid, the proposal and pay it.
second,
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Tubman. Yes. Commissioner McGraw,
Yes,
Commissioner McHarg,
yes,
Commissioner Ensland,
yes,
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. All right, old business number 2, safe.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but we do have Matt Kaiser here tonight with Avon Marsh. We did celebrate the ribbon cutting of the phase 2 section. With the year coming to a close, I think it'd be helpful for Matt to kind of give an update of the projects and so forth. So
All right, we would love to hear from you.
Thank you. So, yeah, as you know, the Westport section is done. We did have the ribbon cutting. I believe we came in under budget on that one. Several $1,000, so that was good.
Yay.
The phase 1A is currently complete. The trail's done, all the punch list items are done as well. Area has all the improvements done, and I believe we're just working through the closeout documents right now to final up the quantities that were placed. We'll do one last page order to balance out the quantities, and then that one is good to go. Phase 1B is currently under design. We've got 30% plans from some of the reviewers right now. We've received comments from the National Park. And I believe town's also looking at it as well. So at this point, things are on task. I know Tina has met with Next Level Trails to go over scope and schedules, and I think we're still on good on that aspect of it.
As far as your communication with the NS, how quick you think you're going to talk to them? You're on record.
Really
here.
soon. They do it.
Okay,
Now that they have been authorized, I think we'll start seeing some movement from them.
okay,
That's the go, no go at this point.
all right,
we're speaking of the next extension of the.
yeah. All right.
Any questions?
Does anyone have any questions, comments? It's an awesome trail. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you bring me my scissors?
I did.
All right.
That is Bradley's control.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's see, all right, Safe Streets for All. So we need approval to establish a Safe Streets for All committee. Having a committee is part of the grant, so it is something that we need to do. I believe Shem is going to work with us to on the committee. He's gonna be the committee, no, I'm just kidding. So do we first need to approve to have a committee and then approve who's going to be on the committee?
I believe the process, I guess, that you can select the chair for the committee and that chair can actually add people to that committee itself. So the committee starts here as a task force committee. That'll be oversighting the entire process of the SS4A or Safe Street for All.
Okay,
So the first step, I guess, is to create the committee and
And you need-
assign the chair to that committee.
okay. And we need one chair from this board.
That's correct.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I will jump out of this one. For Safe Streets.
Okay, so I believe that you will need to make a motion to approve the establishment of the committee. And setting you as the chair of that committee.
Now, the committee is made up of,
So the committee is made up of members of the community itself and mostly the town board members. So we recommend that actually, and it's up to you, it's up to the chair of the committee, and it's up to this board actually. But the committee needs to be established, that's the most important part. And the chair needs to actually be appointed to that committee. And it's up to the chair to add or delete or
So then
add
you,
the members of the committee.
so you would be responsible for going to people live in the town, work for the town, to be part of the committee. And you would, discussions would be on safety on the streets, so where is there a lack of signage, the streets, the trails, what improvements need to be made to the town, to make getting around safer.
okay. And then the number of people that's on it, maybe as many.
So we recommended actually a few members of the committee from different boards. If you don't mind, I'll list them.
Okay.
If that's okay with everyone.
Yep.
So we recommended a town council member, a plan commission member, a redevelopment commission member, sanitary board member, stormwater board member, police and fire departments. A member of the public and the town redevelopment commission consultant. So just to make sure that we're covering just about any. And if you like to add more, please.
Residents or,
Residents or anyone that you wish. But those are our recommendations for now. Obviously, it's an oversight committee,
Mhm.
so the more consensus between the committee, definitely that's gonna move the project forward. Hopefully,
And how often does the committee need to meet?
it's kind of on demand in a way. It's a task that it's anything that we complete, we send it to the committee.
Okay,
And the committee's oversighting those items that we are sending.
is there anything that has to be done in 2024 before, other than this committee created?
So as it stands right now, it's just an information that we will send once the committee is actually formed. We will have kind of a kickoff meeting, if you will. And it will be an information of the next step of the process, which is the analysis of all the streets. We already have requested some information from the police department. Crash analysis and so forth, and even from the state. So once we get that information, we'll definitely share it with the committee. But the committee needs to actually know the steps that we're taking.
so when do you think that we should shoot to schedule a kickoff meeting for that
I
committee?
would say by next week, and then the next meeting maybe after the holiday. So they will meet probably once a month. And communication will be flowing toward them. We might have public meetings afterwards. And the oversight committee might actually establish their own rules, that they add more public meetings or
Okay.
public outreach. So the oversight committee is definitely gonna be more hands-on and coming back to you with recommendations.
Okay.
Can I resume it? No. Whoops.
I'm sitting here not making eye contact with anybody. I'm just looking down, my nose.
Everybody.
To kind of alleviate, the workload, just know that there are, from a grant side, basically two deliverables, the draft plan, the draft action plan, and then the final plan. So those are kind of the two things that you would be leading, the committee towards. It's the committee that will kind of review that draft plan and say, yes, we're moving in the right direction. And then they would be the ones to, kind of say, this is the final plan, as Shem talked about.
And the milestone itself, I think it's March or May, I believe. And then the final will be the adoption of the plan itself by the redevelopment commission and the council. So both. So the final plan, if you will, that's, I believe it's July, but I'll confirm the dates.
Okay, contact you and we'll follow up on that.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then just from a grant management perspective, I meet monthly with the federal highway project manager to give them an update and a written report of our project progress. And then work on quarterly updates. So now that global team is engaged, I'll connect with them each month before I talk with federal highway to give them an update.
Does NERC have anything to do with this?
They could be a project partner, is one way to do it, but we could always, inform them, but not directly.
Okay.
It's my,
You're correct. It's indirectly because the plan itself will outline some funding sources. NERC is one of them. So part of the streets that needs to be enhanced or the intersection needs to be enhanced. Whether it's the grant that NERC is managing, we might recommend that you actually, we contact NERC or the town contact NERC. So NERC will be a factor definitely in the plan.
just to add on to answer that question, NERC has submitted a grant, like a regional Safe Streets for All grant. And we provided kind of a letter of support from the town so we have our own grant, so we're a recipient. They are seeking their grant, so there might be some level of coordination if that is awarded, during this time.
The reason I'm bringing it is I attended my first NERC meeting a month ago. And that this was, the Safe Street thing was talked about in the grants. Of course, I knew nothing of it and I didn't know that I'd be getting involved in it, but I just wanted, that's why I wanted to feel the big. I will absolutely reach out to both of you to help me put this together to go in the right direction with it.
So NERC right now, they are trying to do a road safety audit. Those are very, very important to a lot of the towns or a lot of the bigger cities, if you will, in Porter County and LaPorte County and Lake. The road safety audits definitely will help in this plan as well. So hopefully they will move forward with that as fast as they can. So coordination will be important. The adoption of the plans at the end, the action plan at the end, it's fluid, but you can change it. So once they finish their plan, it could be added to your plan as well. So just
Thank you.
Okay, I believe we have a motion on the table.
I'll second.
Congratulations. Any discussion? Jack, I'll be glad to be a part of your committee.
Thank you.
Roll call, please, Jill.
Commissioner Enslin,
Yes.
Commissioner McCart,
Yes.
Commissioner McGraw,
Yes.
Commissioner Tuplan,
Yes.
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. All right. New business, financial advisory, the TIF analysis update. So we were engaged with Baker Tilly to get some TIF analysis to figure out where we are in the town with our TIF money. Tina could probably speak more in detail about that.
Yeah,
It's,
so we wanted to understand, the current forecast for our allocation area for the existing TIF. To know what our capacity is with respect to kind of our pay-as-we-go projects. And then also to understand what capacity we might have to support bonding opportunities that may come to the RDC through development of various sites. So we did this analysis maybe a year or so ago. And then it was important for us to revisit it, to update the numbers, to understand where we're at. And again, if some development opportunities come forth, we would be in a position to have a discussion with potential development interests.
so we are looking for approval this evening to sign for me to sign the letter of engagement with Baker Tilly.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Jill.
Commissioner Enslin,
Yes.
Commissioner McCart,
Yes.
Commissioner McGraw,
Yes.
Commissioner Tuplin,
Yes.
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes.
May I just for clarification, Baker Tilly is the town of Burns Harbor financial advisor, so they already have an existing contract with the town. This is a letter of engagement specific to the redevelopment commission around the TIP allocation, just to understand the existing relationship there.
All right, approval of the claims register.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Jill.
Commissioner Tuplin. Yes. Commissioner Enslin,
Yes.
Commissioner McCart,
Yes.
Commissioner McGraw,
Yes.
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. Approval of the financial report for the months of September and October 2024.
I so move.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner McCart,
Yes.
Commissioner McGraw,
Yes.
Commissioner Enslin,
Yes.
Commissioner Tuplin,
Yes.
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. Good of the order. Anybody have anything that they want to talk about? All right.
I move for adjournment.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Tuplin. Yes. Commissioner McGraw,
Yes.
Commissioner Enslin,
Yes.
Commissioner McCart,
Yes.
Commissioner Bozak.
Yes. Thank you.